Yesterday we talked about manufacturing systems and know what is a manufacturing system is, and you know how the manufacturing systems are classified. Remember the classification methods. Actually this go through all these slides. I inserted this slide, it was not there before. So there's a question on single station manufacturing system actually, but you can consider we are talking about manufacturing system. So manufacturing cell also, when you take it as an individual component, it is a system. Okay, so manufacturing cells are the most common, which is machine cells are in manufacturing systems. Maybe operation is independent, maybe not. It can be performed processing or like assembly operations, and for it can be designed for single mode production, batch production, and mixed production. So single station cell or single station manufacturing system is consisting of one machine which include different parts. Like for an example I have given here is like we discussed CNC machine, which can be done, we can process different kind of operations, so we call this as a system. So usually it's a single station cell consists of one worker tending on one machine. So that is the base classification of a single station, base meaning of a single station cell. So remember, go through this and find out what are the characteristics. Like it is a one machine, and it is one work attending cell likewise. So this can be classified, or a manufacturing cell or a system can be classified according to as shown in this structure: man cells and automated cells. So single station man cell or a manual cell, we can call manual cell. It is classified depending on number of workers. If a hand operation or like manual tools are there can be one worker or one man attending the cell. And as same as if the machine is manually operating, one man will be, or one worker will be attending. If semi-automated, even a man will be there. So you have to utilize manpower totally. In if it's a machine cluster, maybe that means sometimes like to material handling, like heavy tools or other work pieces are handling, then you need to or like more people, but this is the base definition. And also like fully automated machines, you'll be using like manpower is less than 1. So just remember like classification of single station cells, and also remember what are the applications can be of single station manufacturing systems or manufacturing cells. So CNC machines are there, machining centers, CNC turning centers like lathe machines, clusters of two CNC machining centers like two CNC machines are operated in a one cell, or like a cluster, two cells in a one cluster. So it will be sharing one worker. Okay, according to this, here the machine cluster is, as I said, like a number of cells, maybe number of machines are there, but operated one machine will be shared by one worker, as it says here. uh, Cluster of two CNC centers with the same time sharing of one worker to unload and load, likewise to operate. Okay, and also plastic injection molding machinery. And just these are some examples, just go through these as applications of single station manufacturing cells. Just read all these and understand, because like you need broad knowledge to answer questions, because these are like not some are not straightforward. You need some of a little bit understanding.
Excuse me,
Yes.
sir. It can be used some power tools on single station manufacturing system.
Yes.
Power tools or
A
only
cell, a
single
cell,
thing.
manual or power tools. You can it's what which is shown here. It can be a cell with one person will be operating whatever the tools.
Any tool, CNC, lathe, milling, like machine.
Yeah, actually, but if it's CNC, like it comes to under here, automated cell. These are like
Then it means only automated cells use that fully automated machines. Then others can use portable machines and CNCs like that.
it depends. Like one machine here, like basic classification is manual. Man cells mean manual. Uh, Maybe called manual cells. So manually operated machines will be there. Basically, all these one person has to be there all the time. Here, like as a machine cluster, two machines may be capped by one person. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So just go through all this, and you don't have to remember the equation. We will work on this later on. And just read all these. So actually we stopped yesterday from here. So to understand this, you will need to read all this. So as we are studying about analyzing of manufacturing systems, I mean, why we analyze is to identify problems. So basic problems can be, these are the basic problems that sometimes if the production line machines has to wait for parts, like if several machines are there, all operations might not be done in the same time, so there will be waiting time, so we have to reduce that. And if it's like that, machines will be waiting till the next part comes, so it is we call underutilization. So we are not fully utilize the machine for work. And also operators has to be wait for like operate the machine or whatever. So this is kind of basic problem, like delaying processing, if delays process. And also in manufacturing system that you have to analyze, because you have to design as, I mean, for different industries, because product in different industries different products comes out all the time. So if according to products you have to optimize manufacturing systems to get maximize the profit. And also nowadays, as I said yesterday, product lifetime is getting shorter, as like one thing is like models are getting outdated, and the market competitions. So market is very competitive, so has to, if a product, I mean manufacturing factory, they need to earn profit, they have to produce, they have to market their, sell their products, so it should be done in a short time as it competitive. So to make it efficient, we have to work, we have on designing in manufacturing systems. So these are the like basic issues. So why we analyze manufacturing system is help to understand, evaluate and improve performance and production operations. So this is the basic what we, why we analyze manufacturing systems. So analysis is involved in examination of various components and the process, and the cost, and trying to increase efficiency and improve product quality of manufacturing, I mean part. Okay. So remember, I mean, just take as an I mean, for you to know, understand. So why we analyze manufacturing systems? So it is like to increase productivity, efficiency and quality of product operations. Okay, and these are the objectives of analyzing manufacturing systems. So why we analyze, as we discussed before, evaluate performance, identify constraints or like bottlenecks, to optimize the flow process, and to maximize capacity variability. That means like for different lot sizes, maybe you have to change the manufacturing process. So by analyzing we can maximize, and we can utilize the factory for maximum production, and minimize the lead time, which is like for designing and production time, and minimize lead time variability, like for for different lots or the different parts, somehow to minimize the lead time, and finally to earn or maximize the profit. So these are the basic objectives of analyzing a manufacturing system. Actually, what here it says, like product variability is the enemy of manufacturing. Like because of the product type or the design varies or the lot quantity varies, uh, it is difficult to uh, run a manufacturing process continuously. So it has to be adapted according to the product. So each and every time you have to, according to the product, you have to, you may have to reconsider utilizing machines. So there are different techniques used for analyzing manufacturing systems. Here you just remember these, like you don't need, I mean we'll be going through all these techniques. So one is performance metrics. So performance metrics means like we will be evaluate based on its performance, like machine utilization. Actually you may have done all this in operation what in I think management for engineers, something you have a course, you must have learned this, like performance matrices like cycle time, throughput, machine utilization, likewise the volume or the capacity, capability of machines. Likewise there are performance from we can calculate performance matrices. At the end of the slide there is a short introduction, I mean given few performance matrices, because you have a question on to ask, I mean to know, I mean to list few performance matrices, like performance indicators, I'll tell you later. So and it's the other model is analytical modeling. So we will be modeling the manufacturing system with mathematical equations and the simulation. It is the same, like we'll be simulating the models, like which are for which equations created and run on a computer and simulate. And there are like optimizing techniques, and also another called value stream mapping. Just remember, I mean techniques that we use for analyze manufacturing systems. So let's I combined another presentation slide into this. So let's see about designing and modeling of manufacturing systems. So when designing, these kind of questions we might get: which machines will I use, and do I should I use a cheap machine which breakdowns often, or like more expensive machine that breakdowns less? How many machines do I need? What configuration of workstation do I choose? Do I want buffers? If so, what are the size? Likewise, like how you control the plant. Likewise, different kind of questions will arise. So for as for to just to answer these questions, we need to do a proper designing. So designing of manufacturing system is crucial because it should be ensure efficiency, productivity and flexibility of production process. So we have to consider always efficiency, productivity, flexibility of production process, and because of that it is little difficult. So designing of manufacturing system involves comprehensive analysis of various factors. So you have to learn actually how to analyze a manufacturing system to design even. We will talk about deeply later on. Just this is just an introduction to you all. So when designing a manufacturing system, you will have to understand, or these are the steps that you have to consider. First step will be understanding the product requirement. What are the requirement of the product? Okay, maybe the product requirement or the quantity or whatever it, the cost, maybe everything can be included. So just remember understanding, and you have to understand the product requirements first. So that means you have to understand what is your requirement. So you have to analyze process flow, how what are the machines that it has to use, and what are the processes that you need to consider when manufacturing that. Likewise, you have to analyze, you have to identify the process flow, and you have to do resource allocation, which is like what machine goes there and what machine goes for this, and how a part can be transferred from one machine to machine, and how many labors should be operated one machine, and like that you have to allocate resources. Then the flow layout, or the design layout, how you do the planning work or the routing, how which according to the machines and the product flow, you will design the layout of the machine arrangement. And also you have to do that as the next step, what kind of technologies that you should be integrated in uh, factory, or the in combining the operations. And then only finally you will do, you have to consider this as also flexibility, because if you consider, if this is a requirement when you are in here, then you should consider that as well. So flexibility, like what are the products types, you have to change it over and over, or like you can maximize the production, or if the production volume is low, you can scale down or scale up likewise. So these are the basic steps that you should follow when designing a manufacturing system. You remember this because you will have a question like this. So let's see about modeling of manufacturing systems. So to this, what you do when you are designing or when you are analyzing a manufacturing system, you have to create a model. So the model only you will be analyzing. So modeling of manufacturing system is a complex process actually involved in production. You have to understand and how how the process or the I mean, you have to understand the requirement actually. So models can be mathematical or computational models, or the same like you can do the simulation, or can be experimental like physical models. So complex models or the complex problems are solved by creating a model, analyzing the model, adapting the analysis to the real situation. So this is like in real world what you do. So you create a model, analyze it, and adapt the analysis to real factory or the real process, process flow. And there are different ways of, I mean, different types, not the types, like methods or techniques. Now this is like different types of models. So there are basic three types of models you create: discrete event models, continuous models, and hybrid model. In discrete event models, you consider such like the process or the production flow as kind of parts, not as continuous, like different kind of batches. In discrete event model, represent manufacturing systems as a series of discrete event, like you will consider it as a series of different kind of events. That means production methods or like you will analyze in, like, say, a series of manufacturing cells. So you will analyze each separately and put it together. In continuous model, you will utilize mathematical equation representing the manufacturing system as a continuous process. So in continuous model, you'll be using the equations as considering it's continuous. Here you will be considering a discrete event. For each event you will analyze, or you will do the modeling separately and consider as a kind of sequence, kind of in a one sequence. And in hybrid models, it's a combination of these two. We will talk about this, I mean, work on this later on. So just now remember these types of models: continuous models and discrete and hybrid models. And also you have to remember this might be a question of your exam paper. So the techniques or the methods that used in actually in our course will be discussing only on discrete event models. So we are working on techniques used in discrete event modeling and analyzing. So as I said, one technique is performance metrics, like as I said, production volume, or the machine utilization, cycle time, or the throughput, or the VIP level. Likewise, will be analyzing key matrices. And one other method is event scheduling, like for each process, how it should be flow. Okay, and other how workflow. I mean, these are the I mean, different techniques. We will consider queues and buffers, where the product will store a buffer, and we will use another technique called resource and constraints, validation and verification, optimization. Just remember these I mean, names or the techniques. You don't have to explain. Just write it down. And other modeling technique is like system dynamics, discrete continuous models, process simulation, and mathematical optimization, static modeling. These are different kind of, again, different kind of techniques, and we might not work on these. We will work on discrete type of event modeling. So these are the types of models, and these are the methods or the techniques used for modeling. Maybe like the question might be, maybe you have to introduce different kind of techniques used in modeling of manufacturing systems. So one technique might be discrete event modeling.
Yes.
Yes.
So discrete means the accord we judge the type of manufacturing system according to the manufacturing process.
uh, no, it's like as it's as it defines here, it is like we will be modeling as a series of events, series of operations. So each and like each part we will model separately and put into one series. In continuous we will calculate as a continuous part, continuous flow model. That is only the different. This in discrete event, different, like you break it down, the system you break it down to parts and calculate individually. In continuous you will consider input and output and calculate as a continuous one.
It means discrete event models like automobile production, like
Yeah, I mean, yeah, in automobile production there will be different kind of stages, like uh, say the body, if consider body, maybe there will be welding, assembling, or the wiring, like that. So each and every model, every station you will consider like separately and put it into one sequence. Okay.
okay, thank you.
So these are the techniques, as I said, in discrete event modeling, and these are the techniques in continuous event modeling. So if the if you can consider like maybe you can say one technique is discrete event modeling, and other technique is continuous event modeling, likewise. Okay, just remember these two slides, three slides actually. So one technique is analytical modeling of So these are the techniques that we discuss how manufacturing systems are analyzed. So we will talk about performance metrics and analysis, analytical model and simulation in our course. And there are two different approaches in analytical modeling. One is deterministic models and other one is stochastic models. Maybe you have learned about this before. In deterministic models, we do not count randomness or uncertainty, like product variation or breakdowns or whatever the jam or the bottlenecks we don't consider. In stochastic model, we incorporate random variations and like the volume variations or maybe machine breakdowns into the system when modeling. You don't have to we will be learn about, we will be discussing later on all this. And you remember this, I will send you another note also. You need to know what are the key performance measures or key performance indicators. These are few of those: process time, throughput, flow time, the utilization. So if you consider here the figure as a factory, if you consider this as a factory, the first one, so the part or the material goes into the system and this is processing inside and you get the process part here. So from maybe like raw process time or process time is the time need to process in a machine, maybe the whole factory or whole system. Okay. And the throughput is number of lot per time unit that leaves. Throughput is like what is output, lots, how many lots per hour. Flow time is how long it takes to actually how long it takes to process. We will discuss this later on. For now you just remember these terms. Utilization is maybe one machine, like here it's if you consider as a machine, here it's processing and this is the machine. And how long can you see the screen, like is it fluctuating for you as well? No, right? You don't have visual problem, right? Screen problem. Okay, maybe mine then. And so here it's we consider this as a machine level. So how or the machine or the factory is utilized. So just remember this. I will send you another note on key performance indicators. You need to know what are the performance indicators. Actually, we said somewhere we analyze performance matrices. So those are the performance indicators. Here, these performance matrices. So actually this is all what you have to remember for the exam questions for, CAT only. but later on we will go deeply into different kind of modeling techniques or the analyzing techniques and performance, how to calculate performance matrices. Okay, so for now that's all for now. I will send you a note, and I'm still preparing your assignment, which is like you don't have to do it right now right away, but it will be an kind of model paper for you. Okay, we can stop from here. Do you have any questions?